Yep, just me trying out a new look. Trying out a new look. Also showing off one of my legendaries that I caught a little while ago. I'll tell you a little bit about him at the end of this video. Hello, this is Soren DLS coming to you with a brand new video. Now, in this video, I'm actually going to talk about Raikou and some things that you'll need to be able to take him down. Now, he's actually been out for the past couple days, and we're going to have Raikou around for the whole entire month, at least as far as the US. Now, as far as Entei and Suicune, they're off in the other part of the world, and you can tell where they're at by looking at one of my previous videos. I'll actually leave a link in this video here to that as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started into this Raikou breakdown. Now, just like Zapdos when that legendary came out, Raikou's going to have nothing but electric attacks, which is going to be nice because you're not going to be really surprised by any new attacks or anything like that. And he is aggressive and he does hit hard, so you want to be careful about that, but some of his attacks are easy to dodge. Now, for the CP that you want to see when you're actually catching your Raikou is you want to look at the numbers 1913. 1913 is 100% IV, so definitely be on the lookout for that. The closer you get to that number, the better your Raikou's going to be. Alright, so the next part of this video, I'm actually going to show you a few Pokemon that will be great choices to go up against Raikou. Now, some are going to be obvious choices, but I'm going to give you some other new ideas for some Pokemon to use, just in case. Now, I'm actually going to talk about this guy first, because here's the deal. With that moveset, Tackle and Earthquake, this thing will actually punish a Raikou. It will actually punish a Raikou. Tackle actually moves really fast, and you can get a lot of damage out of Tackle. And then, of course, Earthquake, seeing as Raikou's an electric type, Earthquake will do a lot of damage to it as well. And this guy, he actually moves really fast with this moveset, so I highly, highly, highly recommend that you get a Dolphin as soon as you can. Now, moving right along to the favorite Pokemon to use with every single legendary that has come out thus far, Golem. Now, instead of having Rock Throw and Stone Edge, this time you'll actually want to change that moveset to Mud Slap and Earthquake, just because, well, let's face it, Raikou is an electric type, and electric types are only weak against only one thing, and that is ground moves. So you want your Golem to be suited up for that, and he does have the ground type, so he can actually resist that electric attack fairly easy. Now, just like Golem, you want to have a Rhydon with those same movesets, Mud Slap and Earthquake. And just like Golem, he has that ground type, so he's going to resist the electric attack that's coming from Raikou. So this was going to be yet another great choice to go up against that legendary Pokemon. Another pretty good choice here is actually Steelix. Now, there's a couple things that you want to be careful of with Steelix now, because electric types can actually resist steel attacks. So with your Steelix, although he has the ground typing and he can resist electric attacks himself, you want to make sure that he doesn't have a steel move, otherwise it's basically going to be a long drawn out battle with Steelix ultimately probably eventually dropping. So you want to make sure that he has Dragon Tail and Earthquake. Not any of the steel moves, you want to have Dragon Tail and Earthquake. That way you can actually utilize your Steelix and he'll be very, very effective against Raikou. Now, I actually lumped these two together because, either way you go, you're basically looking at the same result. So, Nidoking and Nidoqueen with the moves Poison Jab and Earthquake will definitely be effective against Raikou. And again, it's another ground type, so that means guess what they're going to do? Resist electric attacks. So you can definitely go with either one of these two. And plus, Nidorans, both male and female, are actually fairly easy to get to, so you can actually get to this form fairly casually and have a good weapon in your hands to go up against Raikou. Alright, now not a lot of people really talk about this much, but grass types can resist electric attacks. Now, mind you, not as much as ground, but the grass type can resist an electric attack. Hence why I'm actually putting up Exeggutor right now. Now I say this because, what if all of your ground Pokemon get knocked out and you gotta go back in with something quick? Well, Exeggutor can be one of those first Pokemon that you can choose to get back into the battle. Okay, so another pairing, grass starters. That's right, it's Venusaur and Meganium. they have that grass typing, so they can slightly resist electric attacks. One little interesting fact about Meganium though, even though it doesn't show in this picture, Meganium can allow earthquake. So that will definitely help you along with Exeggutor to help out against a Raikou. Alright, and for my final pairing and my last suggested Pokemon for you today, Vileplume and Victreebel. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why are these basic Pokemon up on the screen as a suggested Pokemon to go up against a legendary Pokemon? Now, remember what I said about with Exeggutor and about grass Pokemon resisting electric attacks? Well, guess what these two are? They're grass types. So, they're going to be able to resist some of Raikou's attacks, and they'll be able to deal some damage themselves. They'll have poison type attacks and grass type attacks, which, by the way, those types affect electric attacks normally. So you don't have to worry about Raikou resisting them at all, and they can resist electric attacks. So why not use them? Alright, now a little bit more advice about Raikou. Now, after defeating Raikou, you have to kind of be careful because Raikou is aggressive. So, I mean, we're talking multiple attacks, multiple jumps, and he will not stop moving. He will constantly try and move because he is not going to make it easy for you to catch him. So, here's my suggestion. Actually using a Nabberry to calm him down, and then if he breaks out of the Nab, which is possible to catch him with a Nabberry, but if he breaks out of that Nabberry, then use your Golden Raspberry. Because he's actually going to be a little bit more calmer after getting that first Nabberry, and you alternate between the two, and that actually will help you out a great deal for actually catching Raikou. Alright, well, that's all the advice I have for you today. Now, this is actually going to be my last video before I fly out to Bali, Indonesia. I'm just really excited about that. I'm about to disrupt my sleep pattern now. That way, when I get over there, I can actually be acclimated to the difference in time zone and everything. But just sit tight here. I actually will show you the results of my Nab Gold Raspberry combo here. If you like this video, definitely hit that like button. And if you really like this video and would like to see more of my videos or see a little bit of my trip to Bali, Indonesia, definitely hit that subscribe button. Alright? But until the next time, folks, later.